Hello, and welcome to the CDO Magazine interview series. My name is Jason Sturgess. I am the Regional Vice President and General Manager of our Central and Canadian regions at Denodo. Today, I have the pleasure of speaking with Chris Goodale, VP of Enterprise Data and Analytics Enablement at Sun Life. Chris, welcome to the call, and thank you for spending some time with me today.
Good to be here.
Thank you. Listen, I would love to start just with you. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Tell us about your role at Sun Life and what brought you there.
Yeah, happy to do that. I joined the company in 2024 as Vice President of Enterprise Data and Analytics Enablement, as you mentioned, and that role really builds on years of experience I've had working with data and insights across a multitude of industries, really including financial services, retail, consumer packaged goods, and then most recently at AWS, where I was focused on enabling organizations to leverage data, to leverage emerging technologies more effectively. At Sun Life, in particular, the enterprise and the enablement aspects of our work are crucial as we operate across all lines of business, all business units, geographies, and functional areas to really drive data and analytics initiatives at an enterprise level. And we work closely with a series of really impressive practitioner teams to make sure that they have the capabilities in supporting business and technology processes to do their jobs as effectively and efficiently as possible. Recently, my responsibilities have expanded to include enabling generative AI and agentic AI technologies across the organization, and I'll do that in much the same fashion. And lastly, that's not enough. Another key part of my role involves enterprise data governance. This encompasses, of course, data ownership, stewardship, active management, and really driving that into the core day-to-day operations of our business. That in particular is a broad and complex area in and of itself, especially when it comes to maintaining consistency and implementing best practices across our global operations, even just with structured data, never mind unstructured data. What drew me to Sun Life wasn't just the global scale, the interesting challenges and opportunities, but there's also a strong personal alignment with the company's purpose. Sun Life is committed to helping people improve health and wellness outcomes, which is a mission that really resonates with me on a personal level. So there's a strong synergy between my professional goals and my personal values here at Sun Life.
Thank you. Thank you for that. You mentioned briefly generative and agentic AI, and so maybe I'll just go down that path for a bit. These new technologies continue to reshape all industries, specifically financial services and insurance. How has Sun Life's data strategy evolved, particularly around supporting the needs of generative and in the future agentic AI initiatives?
As AI continues to reshape the insurance industry, we recognize that Sun Life's data strategy needs to evolve as well. And that evolution is crucial in driving effective generative AI and agentic implementation and ensuring we remain at the forefront of tech innovation and ultimately driving better experiences and better results. There's a number of core elements to that, but let me just touch quickly on a few of the key ones. It's about maintaining high quality, diverse data sets, especially in consideration of GenAI's appetite for vast amounts of clean, relevant data in order to produce accurate and valuable outputs. It's about elevating data governance and compliance, and that's amongst other reasons in order to address emerging ethical considerations and regulatory requirements, particularly in handling sensitive insurance and financial data. It's about enhancing data accessibility and integration, really working to break down data silos, making it easier for AI models to access and utilize the diverse data sources across the organization. It's also about prioritizing data security, placing an even greater emphasis on robust security measures to protect all of our data, including proprietary information and clients' sensitive data. And then last one I'll highlight is that it's about fostering a data-driven culture where we encourage and enable employees across all levels, really, to understand the value of data and how it can be leveraged with AI, amongst other things, to drive innovation and improve decision-making. All that said, and switching the focus a little bit here to generative AI, it's important to understand that we don't view Sun Life AI or generative AI as a strategy in and of itself. Instead, we see it as an enabler that complements our core principles and our problem-solving approach. And just to double click on that a little bit, our problem-solving approach is really about ensuring we apply the right technology to the right problem. We don't automatically assume generative AI is always the answer. Instead, our data and our analytics enablement teams are dedicated to empowering the development and scaling of AI right across the enterprise in what I would call a thoughtful and outcomes-oriented manner. Just to reiterate, it's really about right tool, right job kind of thing.
Okay.
And we've made, if I just continue on, we've made significant strides in this area as well. For instance, we've enabled new features and automated the process of provisioning generative AI services, which allows us to build agentic and generative AI solutions much, much more quickly and much more effectively. In addition to that, we're actively leveraging generative AI in our own work processes, right? We're using GenAI-enabled automated test case generation and creating rich, realistic test data. And this approach significantly improves our time to value in things like software development and testing. And our developers broadly are harnessing the power of generative AI powered coding tools like GitHub Copilot to accelerate cycle time and boost productivity. So these, I know it's a lot, but these, I think, are great examples of how we're thinking about and how we're integrating AI into our operations, and how evolving data strategy in particular is critical in continuing to innovate and deliver tangible value to our clients and stakeholders in a safe and in a secure manner.
You used the phrase data-centric culture, in your commentary, knowing that you have enablement in your title. Can you speak to some of the primary challenges to fostering and maintaining this data-centric culture with respect to data and analytics? And this can be tech, this can be people, this can be process. I know this could be, a 2-hour response, but
Right.
can you call out really the high points of what you're looking to solve for and where you've had some problems?
Yeah, it's probably all of that and more than, isn't it? I'd say when it comes to fostering a data-centric culture in advancing data and analytics enablement across a global enterprise like Sun Life, I think it's more about capitalizing on opportunities than it is about overcoming challenges, to be honest. And getting to those opportunities is about focusing in on a few key areas and making sure that we as a team are collaborative in our approach. So one of the primary focuses for us is building stronger partnerships with our business groups. We are dedicating significant time and resources to truly understand our business partners' unique needs and making sure that we align our data and analytics initiatives with those specific goals and those needs. And this approach allows us to tailor our data strategies and tactics to each group's data maturity level, and also helps to ensure more effective and relevant implementation, right, of those strategies and of those tactics. So we're a large, complex organization, so clearly a one-size-fits-all approach is simply not going to work, certainly not for us. Upskilling is another critical area we're addressing. As technology rapidly evolves, as you well know, we're investing heavily in training programs to ensure our teams can fully leverage both our data assets and our full suite of ever-changing, ever-evolving capabilities. And this continuous learning approach helps us stay ahead of the curve and maximize the value that we can and that we do extract from the investments that we've made and we continue to make. And when it comes to change management, which is also critically important, we're putting considerable effort into clear communication strategies and adoption tactics that demonstrate, amongst other things, the tangible value of data-driven decision-making and the related tools that allow for that to happen. And by practically showcasing real-world benefits, we're able to foster enthusiasm and genuine buy-in across the organization. Perhaps one of the most compelling opportunities is achieving global alignment while respecting regional differences and regulatory requirements. As a global enterprise, we really need to navigate fairly diverse business priority and regulatory landscapes. And we're tackling through enhanced collaboration across our global teams and ensuring that our data and capability strategies are both globally cohesive and locally relevant. So I guess the bottom line here is that it's really about taking a multi-dimensional approach in order for us to build a stronger, more engaged, and more data savvy culture and organization.
Listen, this has been a fantastic conversation for me. I've learned a lot. Chris, thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you to the folks at CDO Magazine for supporting this. It's a fantastic discussion and much appreciated. For more interviews and insights, please visit cdomagazine.tech. And with that, I'll bring this call to an end. Thank you so much and have a great day.